put your data in order for this next example, just for the notes, just to make it easier, to make it quicker. So let's find the medians, the median in the first and third quartiles. So I know that my median here is going to be 26. So I'm just going to list Q1, Q2, and Q3. Remember that median is the same as Q2. And so what I like to do is, because it's halfway between, I like to kind of do a little thing like that. And then I know that I've got my lower half of data here, my upper half over here. And so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So my Q1 is going to be halfway between 19 and 23. So I can see that 19 and 23, halfway between that is 21. My Q3 is going to be right here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's 29. Q2 was 26. So my interquartile range, because we want to know are there any outliers, my interquartile range is 29 minus 21, which is 8. And so to find outliers, remember again, I'm going to take my interquartile range times 1.5, and 8 times 1.5 is 12. And so what I want to do now is I'm going to take 21 minus 12, and I'm going to take 29 plus 12 to see if there's any numbers that fit in there. And 21 minus 12 is 9. 29 plus 12 is 41. Are there any values that are 41 or greater? And there is. It's 43. So there is an outlier here of 43 grams of fat, and that's for the double quarter pounder with cheese. So don't eat that. It's 43 grams of fat. Now, what is a 5-number summary? 5-number summary is you're going to have the minimum, the maximum, the first quartile, the second quartile, and the third quartile. That's your 5-number summary. It's 5 numbers that we want to find. So our minimum here was 9. Our maximum was 43. Our first quartile was 21. Second quartile was 26. Third quartile was 29. And we're going to use that data to make a box and whisker plot which is pretty easy. Box and whiskers are really, really easy to do. So we have this data right here. That's really messy, but 29. So we're going to take our information. We're going to draw a number line, and I'm just going to go 9. I'm going to go by 5s actually. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45. And I'm going to estimate, just for this purpose, just to make it a little quicker. On your homework, I have them pretty exact. So my minimum is at 9. So I'm going to make a little point there. That's going to be the end of one of my whiskers. And I can draw a little line there. I can put a point, whatever I want to do. My maximum is at 43. So I'm going to put that there. My first quartile is at 21, so I'm going to start the box there. Third quartile is at 29, so end the box there. My median's at 26. And then I'm just going to connect my points, and there's my box and whisker plot. That's all I have to do. Now we're going to look at standard deviation, and I'm going to be showing you how to do this on the calculator. We're not going to worry about the formula. We're going to do it a little bit, but not a whole lot. Your standard deviation is the typical distance from the mean. Okay, so when we look at these, they're asking like how far were these points from the mean? Well, that's a -1 point. That's a -2 points. -3, And so those are the distance from the mean on, and that would be our standard deviation. They all have variability and all of that. So how do we calculate the standard deviation? Well, on the calculator, I'm going to have a video with that. We're going to put them all into the list 1 and do it from there. Otherwise, we're going to find the mean. We're going to subtract each value from the mean. We're going to square that, and that's called our deviation. We're going to square the answers number 2. We're going to find the sum of all those values. And then we're going to divide by, if it's a sample, depending on if it's a sample or a population. And that's step 5. We're going to take the square root. And that's going to give us our standard deviation. But what we can also do is we can have on our calculators, we're going to go to Stat, and I'm going to go Edit. I've already got some numbers in here that I've got list. So if I don't have numbers, or if I have numbers that I don't want, I'm going to go up to L1, and I'm going to hit Clear, Enter, and it's going to clear that list. Otherwise, I'm going to put the numbers in and hit Enter each time. If I don't have a list one, I'm going to go Stat, and I'm going to go number 5, which sets up the editor. Okay, and I can help you with that. So then I'm going to go, after I've done that, so I'm in this list, I'm going to push Stat again, which is right here, and I'm going to go over to Calc, and I'm going to go 1 var stats, Enter, and there's my mean, X bar, 22.1. My standard deviation, because I'm doing a sample, is 9.9. If I wanted a population, it would be 9.4. And that's all there is to it. And look at that. If we scroll down, we've got our first quartile, our third quartile, our minimum, and our maximum. So we've got our 5-number summary right there. And I will show you that on a TI-84 if we can get them to work on our Chromebooks, which I think we can, and I will show you that. And that's all there is for standard deviation. Again, I'm going to show you how to do that with a calculator. I'm not going to make you do it by hand because that's just ridiculous. All right, till next time.